We're going to preview and predict Group C of this World Cup. It's great to see Neymar. He's back into the Brazil squad. Brazil, Morocco, Haiti, and Scotland making up this group. It's a great story with all that's been going on with Haiti and all their political issues and not being able to play a home game during qualifiers to get through to qualify for the World Cup, to do that for their country. But when it comes to quality, I think they're a level below the rest of these teams. But you know what? Haiti smashed the New Zealand team 4-0 that just played England to a tight 1-0. And it was similar players that New Zealand played. So there is something there of this Haiti team. I just think they got very unlucky. This is a very hard group. So yeah, Haiti will, unfortunately, they'll be bottom of this group, in my opinion. Look, Morocco is a team that, had a great World Cup in 2022. Hasn't really built on that. When you saw what they did at AFCON, went on, they lost the round of 16 of the next AFCON to South Africa. The following AFCON, they lost to Senegal. Well, technically they lost to Senegal, or they did lose to Senegal in the final. Technically they won it, but that I'm not even gonna open up that can of worms. I think obviously this Morocco team has quality. Hakimi, Brahim Diaz, some of the obvious names, but as a unit, I'm very interested to see now they're managed. They're not managed by Walid Regragui that took them to the semifinals. So I want to see how this Moroccan team adapts. I thought they played really well against Norway. I thought they dominated them in this friendly that happened yesterday. But it is a friendly, and yeah, they're a good team. But I don't know, something about them just doesn't. I don't think they're gonna go on a run. There's just something. I thought they were not that great at Afcon, so I just think there's something that is failing for them to arrive at that next level. Look, I think this is Scotland's moment to finally get out of the knockout stages. It's crazy when you look at some of the players they've had in the past, in the 90s or so, and they've never gotten out. This is their opportunity now with a third place team going through to the knockout stages. You have Haiti in this group that Scotland is better than, and then, we can see what they do against Morocco and Brazil. Look, this is a team, they're going to make it difficult. They're going to be hard to play against. They have match winners like Scott McTominay. Scott McTominay is a match winner. He was a match winner in that game against Denmark where he scored that bicycle kick to take them to the World Cup. You have the likes of John McGinn as well. You still have Robertson and Tierney, some experience in there. Billy Gilmore is gone, which is a big blow, but still, this is a team that has, they're really managed well by Stevie Clark. He's turned the Scotland team into a perennial major tournament team, which is not an easy thing to do. So I think this is Scotland's opportunity. I think this is their moment. They can make it difficult for Brazil. They can make it very difficult for Morocco. So, and then they get that opening game against Haiti. If they can get a strong victory there, they can build off that momentum. They're playing the game in Gillette Stadium, which is not that far of a flight from Scotland. They can pack it in. They're kind of belt out that national anthem when they play that opening night against Haiti. Look, I think this Scotland team is a team that can do something at this FIFA World Cup, and I definitely think they'll get out of this group. Then, of course, you got Brazil. Look, this is a Brazil team. Like, look, if you asked me this time a year ago, this Brazil team was garbage. They're not to the level of what they were in the past. But now they're managed by arguably the best manager in the world, Carlo Ancelotti, that can make a team better than the sum of their parts. And if you see this team, they're still real quality. Rafinha, Vinicius, Matheus Cunha. You have an Igor Thiago who had a great season at Brentford. In the midfield, you still have the likes of Casemiro who had a good season. Paquetá, who was solid at Flamengo. Now there's question marks. Fullbacks is a big question mark, especially now that Wesley is out. But Carlo Ancelotti, he can make this team better than the sum of their parts. So I really believe it. Now with the inclusion back of Neymar, look, he's not going to start. He's not even going to play the opening game. He's still hurt. But this is a guy later on, you can bring him in and he can be that guy to make that magic moments late in games. So I think this Brazil team is being overlooked, rightfully so, because they had a terrible qualifying window and they've been garbage over these past couple of years. But this Brazil team, in my opinion, can sneak up on people, which is crazy to say for Brazil. And I think they are still legitimate contenders to win a World Cup. And it's because of Carlo Ancelotti. So that's why Brazil number one. I'm going to have Scotland. I think Scotland will finish ahead of Morocco. As I said, I'm not that quite sold on Morocco. So Morocco will finish third and then Haiti last, unfortunately.